Welcome everyone to our daily Forex market analysis. This is in preparation for trading on August 22nd, 2017. Just a quick disclaimer before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. And if you have questions about your individual investment needs, I recommend you talk to your investment advisor. Okay, so let's start off by taking a look at our calendar here. A bit of a slow day today, not much happened in the market. So this is for Monday the 21st. We have essentially all the yellow news and nothing major going on yet. Coming up on Tuesday here, we do have the economic sentiment data, which will be good, important for Euro here, and then core retail sales for Canada. So nothing major coming up. More of the important news is in regards to the Jackson Hole, which will be coming up later in the week. So right now, we are fairly light in terms of major news for tomorrow. All right, so let's start off with our euro here. Daily chart, we are still in that range that we've been trading for some time here. At this point, we are bullish. We had a nice bullish close for the day, so we're looking for a further move to the upside. Here we are. So in this case, in terms of the pullback, this looks like a good level for a pullback, and I think it may be our pivot point level here as well. Yeah, so that's right where the pivot point is. So this is a good pullback and potentially a good level to buy here. So we are long on euro, and in terms of the target here, we are targeting the top into 1900. So that's what we're looking for price to move up higher here. Do keep in mind though, we have this resistance here as well. So that could be, that could come into play, but overall the direction is bullish here. So basically the type of move I am looking for would be a pullback here like this, and then looking for a move up, break, and then a pullback and a move to the upside here. The total target is 1900. So the best potential entry would be here at 1.1791, which is our pivot point level. Okay, so that is bullish. Looking at pound here. Pound is, it's holding this level, so it's going sideways and hasn't really done much at this time. So this is what we are looking at. As long as price stays below this 129.50 level, it still has that bearish sort of bias to it. However, the candle close here is very bullish. So I am looking for price to move up higher into this level, 129.50, and then potentially a drop from there. So we need to see if price will come into this 129.50 level and then drop, looking for price to come back into the bottom of the range, 128.50 here. And then if price does break down, then we would be looking for a further move to the downside. So right now, looking for move up. So daily close is bullish, looking for a move up into 129.50 and then a drop back into 128.50. So if you just go into the lower time frame, this is where we are. So I'm looking for price to go push back into this level and then do a drop to the downside. So this inefficient move can get filled here, because right now we are holding above the pivot point. As long as price stays above the pivot point, we're looking for a further move to the upside here into our R2 level. Aussie is bullish here as well and looking for price to move up higher. Not a very strong move, just slightly bullish. And in terms of the next target level, so basically we're just looking for price to trail on up higher here. And the target here would be right into 0.7990 level. So about 80 level is what I'm looking for price to move into. Does have a bullish bias for now. It is holding, it's holding this previous level, and as long as it continues on, just looking for price to go up here, and then second target to the upside will be just the top here, 80.50. So 80 is the first level, and 80.50 is the second target to the upside. Bias is bullish here. New Zealand dollar here, this is bullish as well, but I think both Aussie and New Zealand, I mean, has been weaker in general, but I think these may run into trouble. It may start running into trouble here. I think we are kind of getting into those levels here. We may start seeing one of these moves. So we have to be careful with these ones. And New Zealand here, it is a bullish close for the day, but we could be running into resistance soon here. So I'm looking for price to go into 73.67 level up here, and then that will be the decision point. I'm looking for price to bounce off of that because this is a strong level. Price did bounce here. So I'm looking for some sort of a double top formation at that level. Now, it could get to the next level, which is right into here. That's a good level here as well, which is 74, so 73.91, so about 7,400 level. So those will be the two target levels. I'm going to put this over here as well. So they're fairly close, so we'll keep an eye on both of them, looking for further bullishness, but I think there is not as much momentum. I think the bullishness is more a pullback than really a change in trend here for the New Zealand dollar. So looking for price to go up and then drop. Dollar CAD here, this looks bearish, looking for further move to the downside, nice bearish pin bar. The next target here would be this one, which is 124.80 level. So looking for price to go into that and further into 124.20. Looking at the 4-hour, as we can see, price is making a lower high. It is maintaining, see how it is maintaining this here, and looking for price to continue its move lower. It may push into pivot point here and then do another drop, but overall though, looking for price to move lower. So bearish on dollar CAD. Euro Swiss here, this looks bullish, so looking for price to move up higher. In this case, we could look at, well, that's fairly close. So that will be the first target to the upside, 1.1388 level. And then beyond that, this here looks like a good level. It is a trend. We have resistance here, and it intersects the trend line here as well. So 1.1420-ish level. So that's what I'm looking for price to go into. And then we need to see if the price will bounce off of that level right up here. So the move that we may see may look something like that. So right now the bias is to the upside, bullish bias, looking for price to go into 1.1420 area. Pound Swiss. Pound Swiss still has the bearish bias here. This looks bearish. That's a bearish pin bar here. Price did try to move into this resistance level. It has failed, and now we're looking for price to move lower. So in this case, we may get a pullback into this level, which is 1.2440-ish level, or even slightly higher into 25.50 level, and then a drop. So this one I do like, Pound Swiss. Pound is weaker here compared to Euro Swiss. Pound Swiss looks like a better one. So I'm going to be looking for a 124.40 as a potential sell on that one. So right now I am looking for it to go up a bit and then drop. So in this case, the target will be, the target that we can look at is right in the bottom of this pin here. That looks good. Let me get a... So this looks good. We have previous support, resistance turned support again. 123.45 will be a will be the level that I'm going to be targeting. So this pound Swiss actually will be at the top of my list for one of the trades to look at for tonight. Sorry, excuse my coughing there. Okay, dollar Swiss here. Dollar Swiss looks weak. We have seen the price drop from this level, and now we saw a nice bearish candle close. So this looks bearish as well. Looking for price to break through this 95, 90-ish level here, and then move deeper here, move lower. And this target here, 95.50, looks like a good target. So in terms of the pullback here in this one, let's take a look. We could get a pullback into this area, and this is 96.40 level. So we may see price push up and then drop. So pound Swiss and dollar Swiss look good here, and that's what I'm looking for, which is our S2 level into 95.50 area. So looking for price to drop a bit there. Okay, pound yen. Pound yen, very, very neutral close for the day. Price opened and closed at exactly the same point, so not much of a move here. In terms of the bias, we could see price push up into the 141.20 level. So we may get this move here, and this is where I'm going to be looking for price to react and drop potentially here. So 141.20 would be a potential level to look for a short trade, and if price does go deeper, then we're looking at this level, 141.66 level, as the next level for a potential sell here. So because it's very neutral, price could go either way. So right now I'm looking for price to push up and then drop. The target will be 139.80 to the downside here. So that's pound yen. Euro yen, let me see if I have a better chart here. Euro yen is bullish. That's a bullish pin bar here, and looking for a further move to the upside. So here on Friday, price did go right into the bottom of our previous support level here. And since then, it has moved up, and we see a bullish pin bar. So looking for price to move up higher into 129.50 level. So that will be the next target to the upside. So pound yen is bullish. Aussie yen here. Aussie yen, it's neutral. So right now it has pushed up. However, the candle close here, we have the red candle close, but there's rejection in the bottom, which makes it very neutral. So in this case, looking for price to go into this previous support resistance level, 8,700, and that will be the decision point as to what price does here. Or we could go slightly higher into 87.20. So looking for a reaction here at either 8,700 or 87.20. So the move here could be similar here, like that. So right now, looking for price to go test higher into 87.20 level. Dollar yen. Haven't done dollar yen. US dollar is weak at the moment. We could see price push back into this level. So bias is to the downside here, but in terms of pullback, that 109.44 level looks good. So about 50-ish level. So looking for price to basically do one of these and then move down lower. So 108.11 area will be the target to the downside in this case. So looking for price to push up higher and then drop here. So dollar yen is bearish. Yeah, Aussie yen still moving higher. So we have pound yen and dollar yen that have a potential. Euro pound here, Euro pound has broken above this level here. That looks very bullish. and we are looking for continuation in this. The challenge though is finding the target. So the target level is 92.80. That's a very, very bullish close here. So we have a nice bullish close above. So 92.80 will be the next target to the upside. Euro Aussie here. Euro Aussie is Euro Aussie, we did have a positive close on the day. So I am looking for price to push up higher into 1.4930. But overall, this is kind of like the pound. See how the price has closed like this? If you go back into looking at our British pound, this is the similar close here. See how price kind of stayed above, held this 128.40 level, and I'm looking for it to push up higher into 129.50. Euro Aussie looks kind of similar here, where we have the bullish close, but it doesn't have as much momentum. So this may be a bit of a pullback as opposed to really a trend reversal here. So the overall bias is still to the downside, but what this means is that it could push up into 149.30. And then we may see a drop, so something like this, and price drops back to 1.4792 level, which is the bottom of this this pin here. Okay, any other crosses we want to look at? Any other questions or anything you want me to look at before we call it a wrap? It's not a good chart. Where's my... Here we go. Pound Aussie here. Pound Aussie looks weak. So it hasn't gone higher. So it's sticking to this level here. So let's go to our daily. So see how it's staying below this level? So Pound CAD is another trade that we may want to look at. Let me just make a note of that. I do like that. That looks bearish right now. And in this case, the target $161.80 is the first target. Below that, we are into 161.20. So that looks good. So I like this. I like how price broke through this previous support level, went and did a retest of it, and now it's holding below. So this is Pound Aussie. Sorry, not Pound CAD. Pound Aussie. And then let's take a look at Pound CAD. Pound CAD, that's not a good chart here. Pound CAD is bearish as well. So very similar formation, same as Pound Aussie here. We saw a break of this level, price did a retest today, and now it's holding low. So it could go, so the best level to look for a potential short would be 1.6238 level right about here. So let's go take a look. So here we are, we're kind of holding the pivot point. So if we stay below the pivot point, we're looking for price to drop further. The target here would be 1.6070 or 80-ish level. So about 100 pips from currently where it is currently. So Pound Aussie and Pound CAD. It's not, I keep losing my charts. Okay. So Pound Aussie and Pound CAD both look good. So I may send out a trade alert shortly here. I do like those pairs. And let's go back to looking at our Swiss franc. Dollar Swiss franc was what we were looking at. So dollar Swiss franc, if price goes into this 96.30 level, that would be a good, so it's not quite ready yet, dollar Swiss and pound Swiss. So I'm going to keep an eye on those. But in terms of our trade, Pound Aussie is the one, or Pound CAD, those two. I'm going to take a look at those, and I may send out a trade alert shortly here. I do like it. Okay, so that's it for me. We'll call it a wrap, and I will see you guys in the trade room tomorrow.